I had done it. I had beaten the Tower of Descent into Exile. Something I never thought I would ever do. But surely, this is the hardest thing I'll ever go for, right? Wrong again. This is the Tower of Champions Road, a high catastrophic tower that is in Ring 9 of ETOH/JTOH. It is an all-purist tower that was kind of my playstyle. I kind of liked it, until later in the grind. It was not good. As you see, I had a lot of streams on it that were very lengthy from my YouTube channel. But, you know, here's the thing. I might have had some bad fails at the start, but nothing can compare what happened later. So, to see what happened later, just stay to the end, and you won't be disappointed. Now, I didn't want to bore you too much, so I decided to skip over the few days I had before playing the Tower of Descent into Exile, as I had a little bit of past experience, because I dropped the tower for a short amount of time to grind the Tower of Descent into Exile. Days 1, 2, and 3 did not go as well as you might think, so I might just skip over them entirely and go straight on to day 4. Now on day 4, I was starting off a little bit rusty because I came home from vacation. However, that did not stop me from making decent progress. As you see here, I got to floor 3. However, I did fail shortly on in floor 3, and it would not be a great day. I was happy to make a little bit of progress after returning home from vacation on a little bit of worse of a setup. But don't worry, tomorrow was something special. Yep, you're seeing this right. I made it to the net today. This was beyond my expectations. I had fluked half of floor 4, but sadly did not record it because I did not expect it on my second day returning from vacation. Let me go over this net run briefly. I had my first 8 run like a lot into the stream. It took me like an hour to get there, and as you just saw, I clip farmed very hard. That was completely my fault, and I rushed it. I was pretty mad, but, you know, I was on the net, so I just had to keep going. I did get more 8 runs this stream, but sadly, I had to end stream, so I didn't have the footage because I was lagging a lot. You know how it feels. I did not want to waste this net run. And for my first net run, I think I did good. My PB was 8 times 4 or 5. I can't remember exactly. But at the end of day 5, my total PB was 8 mid. Floor 9. This floor did not come easy during the grind. As you are about to witness, I had such a bad fail on 9, it was not even funny. Let me play the clip. Floor 9. I was beyond nervous, and I failed the first jump. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing there. I could have saved easily, but I was very happy to make it to 9. As you see my reaction in the chat, I was not happy at the time. But after, I was happy. Because that was a really good progression, since 8 is the hardest floor for me. But however, next net run will be something good also. But wait, I'm not done with this one yet, as I do get another 9 run. I was now on my PB jump. Landing this would mean I have a new PB in the tower. I did it. However, I did get unlucky and walked off the very next jump. It was a bad fail. I don't know what more else to say. But I was learning I need a new strats, and that's exactly what I did. So let's go on to the next day. I was now 4-9, but this ladder you see right here RNG'd me a total of 5 different times during this painful grind. I hated this grind so much just because of that one jump. If I passed that, I could have had so many more 10 runs. As you see my reaction, yeah, I was not managed to get past the ladder, and I even had a shot at 10. My shot at 10 was not even that bad. Let me roll the clip. This, however, was my fault. I wasn't mad. It was a good first 10 run. I got to maybe the mid of the floor, my first 10 run. And I did get another run, but it wasn't convenient because I only extended my PB like one jump. But how about we take a look at this next clip? Yep, you're seeing that right. I basically failed the last hard jump of the tower. By the way, this was the same day. I was not in a good mindset. I was really not. This was the worst fail I've ever had in any game, ever. But don't worry, it gets much worse. As you see from this video, I was so done. I lost my head collision on a perfectly good run. And this is not even the worst part about this run. Play the clip. Yep, I failed the same exact jump. And by the way, the run you're seeing is the run after the net run I was just on because I lost my head collision. It was absolutely pointless, I felt like. But later that stream, I got another net run, and you won't believe what happened. Yep, I got disconnected. At this point, I was already about to quit the game. If you had suffered my pain throughout this tower, I had around 6, 7, or 8 net runs. I can't even remember because of stuff like this that happens that is uncontrollable for me. I had it with the tower at this point. And plus, I was busy the next week and I couldn't do anything else. I may as well just drop the tower, right? Day 9 was no better. I felt demotivated the entire time. I just did not feel like I could beat the tower. I was not even supposed to be playing today. I got lucky and got able to play today. I was not going to lose this opportunity. I gave it all I had. I made it to the net fairly quick. I still had a lot of time. This was it. I knew I could do it. I had an early 9 run, but you could probably guess what happened. Yeah, it's not my fault. I wasn't too mad though. Actually, I kinda was mad. I just had it at this point. I was probably gonna let this day go to waste and had to try again in the next 4-5 days because I couldn't really play. Thanks for watching.